Can the world's biggest YouTuber MrBeast buy the group NewJeans? Yes, I'm aware that this question sounds a bit strange. However, lately everyone has been talking about it. Today, let's discuss together whether a K-pop group can actually be bought, what a YouTuber like MrBeast has to do with a K-pop group, and what other scandals we might hear about NewJeans in the coming days, a group already surrounded by controversy. First of all, before starting the video, let me say this for those who may not know. Danielle has officially been kicked out of the group. The developments surrounding NewJeans in recent months, especially the termination of Danielle's contract, her departure from the group, and the multi-million-dollar lawsuit filed afterward have shocked everyone. In addition, the situation of the other members remains uncertain. For fans, this created the feeling of a fractured group. In reality, the group had not disbanded, but Danielle being both removed from the group and faced with a serious lawsuit deeply worried fans. In comments shared on social media, reactions such as "This is an injustice," "Danielle is being targeted," and "NewJeans must be saved" began to increase. Everyone had one single question in mind: will NewJeans disband? Fans did not want the group to break up and were searching for a way out. To save the group, more was needed than the usual Twitter hashtags, protest trucks, or signature campaigns, because fans now wanted NewJeans to be managed by someone else. However, this person needed to be extremely rich, extremely famous, highly charitable, and someone loved by everyone. For this reason, names like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, among the world's wealthiest individuals, were ruled out, and only one name remained that almost everyone could agree on: MrBeast. The wells he funded in Africa and the money he distributed to people had placed him in the position of a social media angel. So why did fans choose MrBeast instead of asking thousands of people for help? Let me explain right away. First, it was because he had previously carried out attention-grabbing projects by spending enormous amounts of money. This created the perception that he could do whatever he wanted. Second, his content usually goes viral and also gains attention in mainstream media. For fans, this meant that the case could gain global visibility. Third, and perhaps most importantly, MrBeast had no direct connection to the K-pop world. This was not seen as a disadvantage by some fans, but rather as an advantage, because they believed that an impartial figure drawing attention to the issue would be more effective. These ideas quickly turned into an organized movement. Fans began leaving comments under MrBeast's Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube posts saying things like "Buy Hybe," "Bring Danielle back," and "Save NewJeans." At this point, divisions of opinion also began to emerge among fans. Some said this method was brilliant. According to them, the real goal was not for MrBeast to actually purchase a company, but to bring the issue into the spotlight. Fans who said, "We already know he can't buy it," believed that visibility alone would be a huge win. On the other hand, there were those who found this approach extremely embarrassing. These people argued that involving an unrelated figure in a complex legal process oversimplified the issue and damaged the seriousness of NewJeans. Still, with each passing day, comments related to NewJeans under MrBeast's posts continued to increase. Fans began leaving hundreds, even thousands of comments. And at exactly this point, something happened that no one truly expected. Under a piece of news about NewJeans, MrBeast commented from his X account asking, "What do I need to do?" Honestly, when I saw the fans' comments, I never thought MrBeast would respond to them in any way, but when he actually stepped in and asked what he needed to do, I was shocked. And frankly, the way this case evolved to this point was incredibly exciting, because it felt like MrBeast and Hybe were now directly facing each other. Of course, fans who never expected a response from MrBeast were also shocked by this comment. While some were happy to receive a reply to their messages, others believed that MrBeast had simply given a short, dismissive response because he was overwhelmed by the comments. However, Korean fans were not pleased with this situation. In their view, having such an important domestic case gain attention globally in this way was humiliating. According to them, an unrelated foreign celebrity becoming involved in a complex legal and contractual dispute like this was damaging to NewJeans' image. If you've watched the video up to this point and enjoyed it, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video. Thank you. Now let's continue from where we left off and clarify some important points. First of all, it is impossible for MrBeast to buy Hybe. For one thing, Hybe isn't even for sale, so you can't just pay money and buy everything, guys. Second, MrBeast may have a lot of money, but I really don't think he has enough to buy Hybe. Hybe. Even the $30 million lawsuit filed against Danielle alone is an enormous amount of money. These things aren't paid with monopoly money after all. There is also a group of people who argue that MrBeast is not actually a very good person. According to them, MrBeast is someone who treats his employees poorly and exploits people who are in need of money. For a person who has faced such criticisms, to take on a savior role in relation to a company that has been accused of similar issues was seen as ironic. That's why MrBeast suddenly becoming involved in the NewJeans case caused major chaos on social media. If you're wondering what happened after MrBeast left that comment, something even more interesting happened afterward. MrBeast recently appeared on a live stream by Twitch streamer Jason. By the way, I should add this detail as well. Jason had previously met with NewJeans several times and even filmed programs with them. So when these two came together, the topic suddenly turned to NewJeans. MrBeast said, "I think Danielle is in a lawsuit and the lawsuit is around $30 million. They're asking me to buy the group. Are they for sale?" So, honestly, the guy has no real knowledge about the situation at all, guys. He was trying to understand the entire issue only based on what he had seen on social media. Jason jumped in and explained that fans were not actually asking him to buy NewJeans, but rather to buy the group's company, Hybe, and added that Hybe is a billion-dollar company. MrBeast then asked, "So is Hybe for sale?" Jason replied, "You can buy anything." Later in the conversation, MrBeast said, "I'm trying to understand because people keep asking me to help, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do." A girl walking by in the background shouted, "You can donate." MrBeast asked, "So is this an awareness thing? Do they just want us to raise awareness?" Honestly, it was so funny how he clearly had no real connection to the situation and didn't even fully understand what was going on during the live stream. Anyway, Jason then said, "Unless you buy Hybe, there's not much you can do." They even joked during the conversation about pooling their money together and buying Hybe 50-50. If you asked for my opinion, as I said earlier, Hybe isn't even for sale, so how could anyone buy it? And a problem like the one NewJeans is experiencing with Ador is not something that can be solved through donations. This shouldn't turn into a donation campaign or an internet project. In my opinion, treating a legal case that directly affects the girls' careers and lives in this way is not right. And honestly, I think MrBeast's reactions are entirely about gaining engagement on social media. I mean, he surely knows that he can't buy Hybe. Don't say he doesn't need engagement. Everyone needs engagement. After all, this is the world of social media. Additionally, this whole situation makes NewJeans look like they are in need of help on a global scale, and I think this damages the group's public image. As of now, there has been no new development from MrBeast's side. I believe that in his most recent statement, he said something along the lines of, "The number I keep seeing for the lawsuit is $30 million. That's actually a lot of money. If that's what the internet needs, then so be it." Honestly, I can say that things have become completely chaotic. For those wondering about the group's current situation, let me explain that as well. Danielle is no longer a member of NewJeans because, according to Ador, Danielle continued her activities independently by signing another contract without the company's knowledge. In addition, there is a $30 million compensation lawsuit between her and Hybe. Among the group members, Heron and Hyane have definitively reached an agreement with the company and are continuing as part of NewJeans. Hani's discussions with the company are progressing in a positive direction. The other members are also still continuing their negotiations. What will happen at the end of this entire process, how NewJeans will make a comeback, and whether MrBeast will actually step in, I honestly don't know. Because at this point, I think this lawsuit has gone completely off the rails. It continues to surprise me every single day with new developments. If you have any predictions about the group, you can write them in the comments right now. Maybe I'll even make a YouTube video about those predictions. This brings us to the end of today's discussion about NewJeans, but I'm sure there will be another update very soon. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my videos. I'm sending you all a big hug. Goodbye.